Alright everyone, welcome back to another review video. Now, today, I was looking through the character list trying to decide, who should I do? Who should I do next? And then I realized that there's quite a few Decepticons that I have not done, since I've only done Megatron. And I kind of settled on this character because, well, he's bloody adorable near the end. So, let me introduce our favorite Decepticon scientist yet engineer, Shockwave. So, Shockwave is an interesting character in this series. Now, the first time we see him is in Warzone. And I kind of like the similar G1 take that they got going on for him. His voice was a little jarring, but I get where the voice actor's trying to do. Like, he's trying to kind of, in a way, on his own take, replicate the G1-ish voice that was there. And honestly, I'm kind of used to it now because I've seen the show a couple times, so no nitpick there. Shockwave is, well, I think he's actually more insane somehow in this show. I have no idea how that's even possible, but it is. So, Shockwave later on in the season, now that we actually got a little bit more episodes from him, he is a bloody fuzzball. And what I mean by that is, he is nice when he wants to be. Just, I don't know. It's just a new side of Shockwave that I have never seen. Ever. So him being nice? That is really strange. And I don't really know, I think I know why, but at the same time I don't. Like, obvious reason for plot-based reasons. But, I don't know, like, out of every other Decepticon, why Shockwave specifically? Like, is it because of his connection with Megatron? But I mean, like, every other Decepticon besides Starscream has that connection with him. So, like, they could have went with Soundwave easily. But I guess not. I don't know. Yeah, Shockwave is just, I don't know, he's just Shockwave. But I guess more lovable? Somehow that's possible. Okay, so I like, and I think this idea is actually from the War for Cybertron games. I'm not 100% sure because I've actually never played them, besides the beginning of War for Cybertron, but he has like these buttons on his left arm that he kind of hits to activate certain things, as we saw in Warzone, like with the shielding and then the activation of the explosions that were about to occur. Yeah, it's weird. It's interesting, but it's just, I don't know. Him having buttons on his arm, it's just odd to me. Because, like, I'm used to him, like, just kind of hitting a remote or something, or just tapping a button on a console, you know? But I'm also used to, like, G1 and Prime Shockwaves, so that's a given. So it's just kind of weird just seeing him have buttons on his arm. I don't know. I think the most funny thing about Shockwave, though, and I laughed so hard when this happened. In Warzone, when Shockwave puts up the shield to fight Megatron by himself, he turns into, like, this weird turret-looking thing, and I was like, okay, so he's just gonna stand there and shoot at him? No, this man has treads. This guy, I don't know what they did. I think they may have taken a cue from Cyberverse a little bit. Instead of turning into, like, this spider-looking thing, they just have his skinny little freaking tripod-looking legs that have treads for feet. He's just zooming while he's freaking blasting. I don't know what it is, but it's just really funny. Oh my god, that's just this is the funniest thing that I think they could have ever thought of. It is cute, but also freaking terrifying. Just imagine being chased by a freaking turret, like, bigger than you, and it has bloody treads. He's just zooming. I honestly was really hoping he was gonna leap in the air and freaking twirl and then land again gracefully like a freaking ice skater. That would be really funny. I don't know why, but for some reason he chose that alt mode. I want an explanation here. Why specifically a weird looking turret where his chest is the laser? Well, I guess that explains why he has a very large chest. I'm sorry. That's just really freaking funny to me. But Shockwave as a character, I don't know, like, his personality is there. He has personality for once. But at the same time, like, he doesn't. So, like, they kind of keep it, but they kind of eliminate it a little bit. It's just, like, a little mixture of both. And I don't know, it's weird seeing Shockwave with a bit of emotion. Like, even just a little ant-sized bit of emotion. And I don't know, it's just... It's weird. I know I'm saying weird a lot, but it's Shockwave. Like, we know Shockwave as this emotional thing that just blindly follows Megatron's orders, like, to a T, and just hates, not really hates, but no, he hates Starscream to a huge amount of degree. So, I don't know. This is just a new take on the character, and I like it. I can easily get used to it, but it is just strange. It's like for once, Starscream being nice, and that's exactly what happened. Like, that was my dream, for, like, besides Armada. Like, we're just gonna eliminate Armada from this whole convo. It is weird seeing Starscream, of all bloody people, in G1 colors, being nice. This man is not nice. He wants to kill Megatron specifically, but kill everything. Kill everybody. Just so then he gets what he wants, right? For once, he's not being selfish. So it's weird seeing Shockwave with even a little bit of emotion, but still be Shockwave. I didn't even know if it was possible, and yet they did it. It's just odd. So, now, the voice actor that they chose for Shockwave, like I said, his voice was really jarring. When Warzone first came out, when we first heard Shockwave's voice. And, like I said, I got used to it. 100%. Just got used to it. Now, I actually forgot about this until I looked at the character sheets and then realized who voices him, because it says his voice actor, and it's bloody Troy Baker, who, like, from what I know, like, I know him from a lot of different things, but I think, the main thing where I know him from is actually being Batman in the Batman games. I know it's only in some of the Batman games, but that's how I know Troy Baker, is mainly video game wise. But I actually forgot that he does voice in a couple cartoons. I cannot remember one of them. I think the one cartoon that I remember him from, I think he voiced in Raid 2015. I know a lot of you do not like that show. I liked a few episodes. That's it. But I don't remember exactly who he voiced in that, unfortunately. But I think I remember seeing his name in the credits somewhere in an episode. I know he played a Decepticon. I don't remember which one. But I remember that he delivered the voice really well, and he became one of my favorite voice actors. And I'm really hoping he goes to a Transform or a TFCon at some point. But I don't know, like, with, like, with other actors like that used to be in some Transformers content kind of returning in a way, like regardless if it's in cameos or just full-fledged like characters, it's I'm just shocked that they didn't choose John Bailey, because John Bailey is the original Shockwave voice actor all the way back from G1. But I don't know, like I guess they're trying to get people like that weren't accustomed to certain characters get accustomed to it. Like if they can do like a certain way, like it, basically just doing their own impression, I guess, but also delivering it really well, then that, I guess that's how they got picked. That's just that's just my theory. Because we got, oh, forgive me, his last name is annoying, David Tubick, who plays Optimus Prime. Like I said, we haven't seen him. We have not seen Dutch, of all people, since Dark of the Moon. So I'm amazed that he even auditioned for Optimus Prime. I think I remember in an interview with him that Optimus is actually one of his favorite characters, so he decided to go ahead and try out for it. Then he got it. Like I think he was up against like one or two other people, but they liked David's better. And well, I mean, like it's supposed to be like this kind of lighthearted TV show teaching kids and all that. So I don't know. I don't unfortunately know who else was actually up for the role, but for all I know, David's voice is fantastic. But that's just my theory, like that they went through like this audition process and then they chose specific people for a reason, right? Like regardless if they were in Transformers content before, right? So I know some of them already know like the lore behind the Transformers, like from growing up in the 80s, because a lot of them are actually adults, except for I think the actors for Mo and Robbie. I think those two are actually teenagers, or in Mo's case, I guess a kid. I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to say through voices, but I don't know. Like the audition process seemed really weird to me, but I'm just happy that they're kind of branching out, grabbing these actors that used to be in this community, and I want them to continue doing that, because continuing to doing that, it brings some nostalgia for a lot of us in the community, like that grew up with G1 or Prime or I don't know, like Armada. So for all I know, they could be grabbing freaking David K. I don't know, right? So I don't know. It's something really interesting to really see. I don't know who else was up for the role of Shockwave, but Troy Baker, all I need to know is he nailed it. Absolutely. The voice he chose is very interesting, but you still get the G1 vibes, and it's awesome. Now, okay, I gotta talk about this. Shockwave's hand cannon thing, laser beam. I don't even know what it is. But I have never seen it work as both a blaster and a grappling hook. That was a neat take. Like, I think that's one of the most creative things they could have done with it, because I know, like, it's technically a blaster, but it's like, it's just this like weird pointy thing. Like, I don't know, make something of it. Like, make it funny, and that's exactly what they did. In a serious situation, they made it really funny. But I like how it also tripled as a scanner, which was great. Like, that was a really interesting take that they did. Like, that he's able to scan like certain life forms and just see like these memories to figure out, oh, that's where this being came from, right? Like, I think that's just awesome. So that was pretty much the last thing that I wanted to talk about, which is this fucking laser. But anyways, yeah, Shockwave is pretty much a very interesting character, just on his own. I do want to learn more about him. I like that he actually worked with Megatron in the last episode in season finale, and I just love how that worked. It was just great, and it really brought back memories for me, just because I've seen the G1 cartoon. I didn't grow up with it, but I watched it, and I just remember these two not fighting side by side, but I've seen them work together. They're freaking hilarious. And seeing them fight side by side, oh man, that was just an awesome treat. And oh man, I really want more of that. I want more of these buddy episodes, even if it's for a brief moment. I want more of it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I really hope some of the things that I did say did, or some of you did kind of agree with in some way. But yeah, feel free to put in your own thoughts in the comments down below. I always read my comments. Do not worry. So I may even heart it. I might just reply to it too, if I wanna, right? So anyway, yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and hope to see you in the next one. Stay cool, guys.